most of you have become familiar with my cousins, Billy Bob and Lydell. You know, my cousin and I, we just love to fish. And Billy Bob, he always talked about fishing. He had all these cute little things he shared about fishing. Some of them just real types of things about fishermen. And if you're a fisherman or know a fisherman, you should understand uh, some of these. Some of them are funny, you know. Some of them are just quite obvious, but I want to share some of them with you today. His one he liked to say the most was, you know, the earth is 2/3 water and 1/3 land. So the Lord, he doesn't expect us to fish twice as much as we work. And then he'd go on to say, you know, since I work twice as much as I fish, I must be some kind of terrible sinner. He'd always say, you know, I'd rather fish in the rain than work anytime. He says, I does believe in catch and release because in bass is too important to catch only one time. You know, some of the ponds that we fished, you know, quite often we caught some fish. We was the only ones that fished those ponds, and you could see in their mouths where they done been hooked multiple times. So we caught them when they was little. We caught them when they was big size, medium size. We caught them when they was big size. Good reason for practicing catch and release. Carpe diem does not mean fishing for carp. I don't care what you say. You know, if men spent more time on the important stuff, they spend more time fishing with their kids. And I tell you, Billy Bob and Lydell and I, and you know, we all turned out to be really good in life. And part of the reason is our daddies spend a lot of time with us out fishing. He used to say all the time, you know, people know me as a fisherman, but they don't know me as a catcherman. And I know a lot of fishermen relate to that one. Some fishermen are born honest, but most of us get over it. You know, some folks go to church and they think about fishing. Others go fishing and they think about God. And of course, then some of us, like Billy Bob and I, we does both. You know, at work sometimes he would just say, you know, if my keys are missing, I done gone fishing. Or if the boat's gone, you know it's the weekend. He even had some that rhymed. Early to bed, early to rise, fish all day and make up lies. You know, he would get philosophical about it. To fish or not to fish? That's a stupid question. He used to say all the time, work is for people who don't know how to fish. Or good things come to those who bait. Now, I know if you're a fisherman, you'll relate to this one. Nothing makes a fish any bigger than almost being caught. And what time is the best time to go fishing? Anytime. I've heard people wax on philosophically about whether it's better to fish with a barometer going up or down, whether it's good to fish when the storm comes in or when it's windy. But if you're a fisherman, the best time to fish is anytime you can possibly do it. He also say lots of times, I only work to pay for fishing. And if you're a fisherman, I'm sure you are going to relate with this one. Lord, let me catch a fish so big that when I talk about it, I ain't tempted to lie. Billy Bob and I, we tended to tell the truth, but if it was Lydell, that fish was probably half the size of what he was talking about. He would say, I don't lie about fishing. I just remembers big. I know you done got a kick out of this video. So go ahead, like it, share it with a friend. You want to. There's plenty more Billy Bob and Lydell coming up. So subscribe to this channel and keep up with the fun. Most of it's actually going to be funny, not just realistic things about fishing. I wish you all many good days of fishing. And or if you don't fish, I wish you many days of whatever does bring you joy.